Assalamu alaikum, dear brothers and sisters. My today's video is his or the single word to destroy the Petra thesis. Dan Gibson and his fellow men are wrong. Every Muslim knows that Hijr was a city where Hazrat Salih Alaihis Sallam lived. It was described in the Holy Quran. Please see the Surahs Al-hijr, Al-Shams, Al-Fajr and others, wherein the reference of the Thamud is found. In the video, Petra in the Quran, Dan Gibson identified Petra as the city of Hijr. I repeat, Dan Gibson identified Petra as the city of Hijr. In another video, he identified Petra's early inhabitants, the Nabateans, as the Samud. This identification of Dan Gibson goes against his own hypothesis that Islam flourished in Petra, or rather to say in Hijr. We say this because according to the Quran, the Thamud were destroyed during the time of Hazrat Salih Alaihis Sallam, a prophet in between Hazrat Mu'sa Alaihis Sallam and Hazrat I'sa Alaihis Sallam. This means that Petra was first destroyed in the BC, before the birth of Christ. After that, several new incidences of inhabitation and destruction followed during the Greek and the Roman eras. But the Muslims always shunned that cursed city. They never lived in Petra. No presence of any Muslim structures in Petra proves this. The Muslims are always afraid of a city which was lost due to the wrath of Allah. The history of Islam, as recorded in the Hadis books, bears its testimony. Narrated Abdullah bin Zama. I heard the Prophet while referring to the person who had cut the legs of the she-camel of the Prophet Hazrat Salih Alaihis Sallam, saying, "The man who was appointed for doing this job was a man of honor and power in his nation like Abu Zama." Surahs Al-Bukhari, Book 55, Hadis 560. Narrated Ibn Umar, when Allah's Apostle landed at Al-hijr during the Ghazwa of Tabuk, he ordered his companions not to drink water from its well or reserve water from it. They said, "We have already kneaded the dough with its water and also filled our bags with its water." On that, the Prophet ordered them to throw away the dough and pour out the water. Sahih Al-Bukhari, Book 55, Hadith number 561. Narrated Abdullah ibn Umar. The people landed at the land of Samud called Al-hijr, along with Allah's Apostle, and they took water from its well for drinking, and kneading the dough with it as well. When Allah's Apostle heard about it, he ordered them to pour out the water they had taken from its wells, and feed the camels with the dough, and ordered them to take water from the well whence the she-camel of Prophet Salih used to drink. Sahih Al-Bukhari, Book 55, Hadith 562. Narrated Abdullah bin Umar. When the Prophet passed by a place called Al-hijr, he said, "Do not enter the house of those who are unjust to themselves, unless you enter weeping, lest you should suffer the same punishment as was inflicted upon them." After that, he covered his face with a sheet cloth while he was on the camel saddle. Sahih Al-Bukhari, Book 55, Hadis number 563. Another Hadis. Narrated Ibn Umar. Allah's Apostle said, "Do not enter the ruined dwellings of those who are unjust to themselves, unless you enter weeping, lest you should suffer the same punishment as was inflicted upon them." Sahih Al-Bukhari, book 55, Hadis number 564. Here are some other Hadises from Sahih Al-Muslim. Abdullah bin Umar reported that Allah's Messenger said in connection with the people of Hijr, that means Thamud, "Do not enter but weepingly the habitations of these people who had been punished by Allah. And in case you do not feel inclined to weep, do not enter these habitations that you may not meet the same calamity as had fallen to their lot." Sahih Al-Muslim, book 42, Hadis number 700, Hadis number 7103. Ibn Shihab reported, and he had been talking about the stony abodes of Thamud, and he said, Salim bin Abdullah reported that Abdullah bin Umar said, "We are passing along with Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him, through the habitations of Hijr, and Allah's Messenger said, Do not enter but weepingly the habitations of these persons who committed tyranny among themselves, lest the same calamity should fall upon you as it fell upon them." He then urged his mount to proceed quickly and pass through that valley hurriedly. Sahih Muslim, book 42, Hadis number 7104. Another Hadis. Abdullah bin Umar reported that the people encamped along with Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him, in the valley of Hijr, the habitations of the Thamud, and they quenched their thirst from the wells thereof, and kneaded the flour with it. Thereupon Allah's Messenger, may peace be upon him, commanded that the water collected for drinking should be spilled, and the flour should be given to the camels, and commanded them that the water for drinking should be taken from that well where the she-camel of Hazrat Salih Alaihis Sallam used to come. Sahih Al-Muslim, book 42, Hadis number 7105. These pieces of records in the Hadis books prove that the Petra, these pieces of records in the Hadis books prove that the city of Petra was not inhabited during the era of Hazrat Mu'sa sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It was barren and desolate. No traces of any Muslim sculpture in Petra proves it better. They only demand proofs against Dan Gibson's discovery, although he has discovered nothing. He has only distorted the meanings of everything, including archaeology and history. I have given many proofs against Dan Gibson, but his blind followers never read or watch and are never satisfied. At times they ignore and stop hearing and then ask for proofs against Dan Gibson's scientific discoveries. They demand this in such a manner as if they were hysterical and science were Dan Gibson's personal property. In this video, enough proofs have been given. In this video, enough proofs have been given for any Muslim to be convinced. He or she will certainly feel that these proofs are out and out unchallengeable. No, I am not a bit concerned about the unbelievers in the Quran and Hadis. Let them continue with the tradition of their forefathers to cry falsehood against Islam and misguide the scatterbrains. May Allah save everybody from this fitna.